Kicking off our list at number 10, dangerous Scorpios. Yeah, we'll start off with the Zodiac sign I was nearly assigned to. I was born a month early, luckily, so now I'm a Libra. But had I been born from October 23rd to November 22nd, it would be Scorpio season. I would be a badass, apparently, I don't know. Scorpios are brave, they're bashful souls. They're known to rush into danger head on, like a scorpion with their ass horn thing behind them. I don't like them. They're ambitious, they're fierce, but they're also quite jealous. Who knew? I was almost one of them. I'm definitely one of them. They have a venom inside them like their name suggests. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's a Scorpio. It's pretty nice. But so is Charles Manson, you know, he's also a Scorpio. Get what I'm saying? The legend of the giant scorpion, this goes back to ancient Greek mythology. When Artemis was mad at Orion, she sent a giant scorpion to do her bidding, and in turn, the beast got a pass to the heavens. Nice. You Scorpios, you're shady. I'm watching you. You're venomous. Sting and going to heaven. Number 9, Leo. Leo the lion. Look at you roar, okay? We get it. You're big and brave and bold and bashful. I like the word bashful today. I'm using that a lot. But it's not your fault. It's just the hands that you were dealt with, right? It's just life giving you some shit. The zodiac myths surrounding this sign all began when Hercules was a young chap. Remember Hercules? Back when he was young? Good days. Hercules had to complete 12 tasks, the first of which was defeating the Nemean lion. Now after defeating the foul beast with just his bare Hercules hands, his old HH, the soul of said lion took its place among the stars. Now Leo is one of the few animals of the zodiac signs, beginning on July 24th, stretching to August 23rd. You Leos are self-confident, okay? You don't need a Hercules coming in and your day up. You're the best at friendships. You're a true companion, but it's easy for somebody to take advantage of said kindness, okay? So watch your back, watch those around you. Roar sometimes, you know, scare the shady ones away. You need to eat a Hercules from time to time, okay? As history says. Leos are also known for getting revenge. So yeah, I'm watching you, Kyle. Number 8, Virgo. The maiden. Of course, I can't forget about you lovelies. Let's do it. Your season is arriving soon. You're feeling it, right? It's in the air. You're feeling the change in the air around you. That back to school, crisp morning air. Let the plotting begin. Let's do it. Beginning on August 24th and running until September 22nd, the season of Virgo is quite positive. Hey, nice. You're all creative. This is the best time for you, right? You express yourself via music and dance. You're kind to others. You help others. But those standards, they can get a little high. I'm not gonna lie. They can get a little too ambitious. You can be a bit judgy as well, okay? Sometimes you can overthink emotions and or relationships. And you're also masterminds, which is a little terrifying. We gotta keep an eye on you guys, for sure. This is a scary combo. If things don't go their way, they make things difficult and messy. The constellation Virgo has a dark backstory. It stems from the destruction of Pandora's box. Yeah, remember when demons were released to punish humanity? It's because of you. Get involved, but not too involved. Let things happen. Don't open the box. I almost tripped over the box. Don't open or trip over the box. Number 7, Cancer. Did somebody mention a giant crab? That's pretty terrifying. Let's talk about that. The constellation Cancer was born from Hera's hatred for Hercules. Yeah, you can't be slapping lions left, right, and center, my friend. And you can't get away with it as well. Stop it. Zeus's queen, Hera, then sent a giant crab to kill Hercules. Terrifying. That ought to be quite the image, looking back in your rear view, seeing a giant crab behind you. See ya. Hercules also defeated the crab because he's a unit, okay? Nothing's stopping him. He's literally Hercules. The crab pinched Hercules' toe, and in turn he kicked it to the cosmos. See you later, pal. Gone. But these stars, this constellation, is not bright on purpose. See, since the crab didn't accomplish its task, it only gets about, it only gets the 30-watt light bulbs up there in heaven. Gets the low, dim stars that are kind of dying. I don't know. Cancers run from June 22nd to July 22nd, so it's getting kind of close. Get them while they're on your side, right? Number 6, Sagittarius. The archer. Uh-oh, here we go. Heads up. In Greek mythology, the archer of Sagittarius, their name was Crotus. He was a half goat and half man. The Sagittarius stands like Donald Trump. He's just like kind of always involved. Crotus was an extremely talented musician and huntsman who is attributed with inventing the bow and arrow, okay? Nice. The Muses then asked Zeus to place him in the stars where he can be seen showing off his, his cool. That's the thing, you guys are all show-offs, right? November 2nd to December 21st, the holiday season, right? No, gotta look at me instead. Forget your holiday staff party. My birthday's rolling around. It's all a party for me. Nothing is more important than a Sagittarius's desires, okay? We gotta remember that. But they're soft at the heart, even though they're all know-it-alls. They're soft in here, okay? Number 5, Capricorn, AKA the goat. the GOAT. December 22nd to January 19th. Again, show-offs, right? Capricorns are represented by the sea goat, but its dark side is represented by the Leviathan. Great. Both I'd rather not be involved with, if I'm being honest. Just like the sea itself, Capricorns can be extremely mysterious, dark, and dangerous. Yeah, they can be dangerous. There's always some kind of mystery going on with a Capricorn, and you truly never know what they're thinking. Capricorns can be very difficult to understand, which can make people feel like they're hard to deal with, but it's just, you know, they're complex creatures. It's not us, it's them. Hey, it's not me, it's actually you this time. Fun fact. Capricorns too can hold a grudge. So if you're close to the Capricorn, this might be the year to really, you know, heal some things or watch your back and run away as far as possible, because you never know. Okay, you never know with a Capricorn. I know a couple of these guys. They're all right. Capricorns are chill. I don't know why I'm roasting so hard. Number 4, Taurus. You mess with the bull, you get the Taurus Hornus. A Taurus is represented by the bull, which is one of the most accurate zodiac pairings that there is, but the dark side of your sign is represented by a fallen demon. There's always drama with someone falling out of the skies or coming up from the hells. Just, can we stay? Can we chill, please? Things don't always go swimmingly for a Taurus, but they're strong, and more often than not, they end up making it to the other side of said difficult situation. So keep it up, Taurus guys. But this can make them tough souls, right? This is good. This is all progress. With all the trials and tribulations faced in the past, we might see a Taurus closing themselves off more than ever before. So if you're a Taurus, hit that thumbs up, you know? Loosen up. Comment down below. Say, hey, I'm a Taurus. Number 3, Aquarius. Ganymede was the young, beautiful prince of Troy. Remember him? Oh, so handsome. Anyone who looked at him, any gender, you're doomed, pal. You're sucked into that beauty. January 20th to February 18th, right? The new year, let's talk, new love. This is a fun one. Everybody else is getting attacked by cosmic crabs or sent on missions from half bull, half man creatures. Over here, everybody's trying to just not hook up with an Aquarius. That's their main goal. Is he looking at me? Oh, he's so hot. Okay, I have to go talk to him. I'm sorry. Ganymede was a swift addition to Olympus as well, as he charmed, you know, everybody and everything up there. Even Zeus caught some feelings. Yeah, Zeus was like, hang on, Zeus. He disappointed Hera a bit when he anointed Ganymede as his lover, and now his cupbearer. Yeah, out of compassion, Ganymede begged Zeus to then help him send rain to the thirsty people on Earth, and Zeus, out of love, because he was so, of course, Zeus agreed, and Ganymede was defined as Aquarius, aka God o' Rain. Although an Aquarius can have zero compassion sometimes, they can ride solo at any point, okay? So don't ask for too much rain, or else you'll run the well dry. Number 2, Gemini. Gemini is represented by the twin. But the dark side of their sign is the Hydra, or the basilisk. Yeah, remember the basilisk from Harry Potter? The thing he has to stab in the mouth with a sword? Awesome, you're one of those, apparently. A Gemini gets a bad rep for being two-faced, but I like to think of it more as multi-faced, you know? Like, hey, they're adaptable. They're not shady. They're not a basilisk, they're an adaptalisk. Geminis know their worth and they're social butterflies who can adapt to the many situations they find themselves caught in, right? They're good on their feet. But Geminis can definitely be dangerous if you're not careful. With the world opening back up, Geminis might get a little too excited and get back out there. We may see them making too many plans that they absolutely cannot keep up with. Is this me? This sounds a lot like me. Yeah, we should definitely start a podcast. Let's do it, man. Next, year, maybe, sure. We can't keep up with plans. I'm saying we. This is definitely me in my soul. It's also worth mentioning to try and be as clear as you can when you're speaking to a Gemini, because you might just see the other side, right? You might just get to them. May 21st to June 20th. Go get them, you immortal twins, both of you. And finally, number 1, Libra. On my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness. Lil Wayne, 2011. Great line. The scales, baby. Let's see what's going on here. What's weighing over in this way? I had to save the best for last, you know, being a Libra and all. Libras are represented by the scales, and they're known as being one of the kindest signs, of course. But they absolutely have a dark side. Libras can be a bit harsh because they like things to be done well, and they want their surroundings to be beautiful while they do it. Like this, or this. That's beautiful, right? This can, however, make them a tad selfish or, you know, a lot selfish. Yeah, I'm talking about you, pal. It's me in the prompter. I'm just a little pep talk here. Libras have a good tendency to look at the bigger picture and they strive to please and make others happy, but this can often leave them forgetting about themselves, right? What about me? Damn it. This year, it might be easy for Libras to get burnt out trying to please others. It's also the only sign that's represented by an inanimate object, so that's cool as well. I'm like, hey, I'm an object that weighs things. I'm not a fish or a crab or a lion, just the scale. Themis, the god of justice, holds a scale blindfolded in Greek mythology. Yeah, we don't look, but we do judge. There we go, September 23rd to October 22nd. Number 10. Aries. Okay, since these are top 10s, I was forced to leave 2 zodiac signs out of part 1. So yeah, of course I had to return with more because that's just unfair, right? So kicking off this list, we have Aries, the big warrior. Main character energy coming in hot. You Aries, you are fierce. You're innovators, you're competitors. You like being the leader of the pack. Historically though, Aries have abused said leadership. Kim Il-sung, for example, the communist leader of North Korea back in 1948. He started the Korean War and took out 90% of his generals that fought in that war. Pol Pot as well, the prime minister of Cambodia from 1976 to 1979. He ordered a genocide against the entire country. So while it's one thing to be ruthless during your conquests, do remember that historically Aries, they have no idea when it stops. Number 9. Pisces. We'll head back to Greek mythology to kick this one off for our Pisces. Pisces is the fish when referred to in Greek mythology. Y'all are fishy apparently, you like swimming upstream. Aphrodite and Eros were walking along the Euphrates River when Typhon appeared, okay? Now at this point they were terrified, the two, of course. They were both unable to run from him due to his size and power, so they called upon Zeus instead and asked for help. They asked Zeus to help turn them into fish so that they could then escape into the river. Yeah, that's why Pisces are so good at improv. You adapt to survive. Number 8, Aquarius. Aquarius, yes. Oh, you love swimming, right? Aqua, you must like the water. Aquarius is an air symbol. Yep, pass it on to everybody you know. Let's fix that. But you're used to it, right? As an Aquarius, you know how to keep calm and just carry on, whatever. Aquarius is the water bearer. They pour the blessings onto humanity, right? Many myths surround the Aquarius symbol, like Ganymede Deucalion. If you're an Aquarius, odds are you're a creative humanitarian. People will be attracted to you, you know? People are looking at you, they know what's up, they know the goods when they see it. But you do have to know when to push back a little bit, you know? Don't let them take advantage of your hard work ethic. Again, draw that line somewhere. Number 7, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, son of the Titan Kronos. One of the many centaurs in Greek mythology. Now, Chiron Sagittarius, he was different than other centaurs. Yeah, he was different. He was born half man and half horse, whereas the other centaurs were born of the sun and rain clouds. One day, Chiron was accidentally shot with a poisoned arrow by Hercules. Even though he was a great physician, Chiron could not heal himself. Being immortal, Chiron could also not die, but was pained by the poisoned arrow. So we have a little situation here. So in order to die, Chiron offered to replace Prometheus, who was punished by the gods for, you know, giving fire to man. Here you go, bad decision. So now you, a Sagittarius, this is when you step up. You put yourself on the line, solving a greater problem while handling one of your own. As Chiron gave up his immortality to release Prometheus from his chains, Zeus, you know, king of the gods, saw this kindness of Chiron and immortalized him in the stars. Number 6, Capricorn. Let me guess, you're in the middle of a commitment that you shouldn't have taken on? Nice, you're an awesome. Keep it up, Capricorn, nice. I feel like a Capricorn this week only, you know? Apparently, you're work focused and also a little boring. Yeah, sorry. I personally disagree, but the internet seems to have you all figured out. Saturn is your planetary overseer, right? It's known for rewarding those who work in every aspect of their lives, not just, you know, work, or relationships. You gotta spread it all out. Be a hustler. And you are a hustler, but you're also the first to let loose and dance the night away, okay? You're literally the goat. That's your symbol. You're the goat. You were born between December 22nd and January 19th, aka the holiday season. That's a hot time for a birthday. Everyone's focused on holidays. Everyone's focused on things besides you. But in order to get attention, you need to be loud and you have to be big, right? I get that. When regarding to astrology, Capricorn is an earth sign and people born under said sign are responsible. They're patient, they're ambitious, all that good stuff. Capricorn is also associated with the idea of permanence, right? As it's one of the constellations that remains in the sky all year long. It's reliable for stargazers and, you know, you're reliable for us. Keep it up. Hit that thumbs up, you reliable soul, you. Number 5, Libras. Okay, for a halfway point here, let's balance it out. My personal sign, the Libra. Let's talk mythology about us flip-floppers, shall we? Yeah, Libras love bailing. Who knew? Libra is a masculine sign ruled by Venus, of course balanced by the opposite sign Aries, and also ruled by Mars. The combination of both masculine and feminine in the quality of signs and its ruler allows for Libras to have an androgynous feel that's reflected in said mythology. We're represented by a scale, okay? Everyone else gets animals, they get a lion or a fish, we get a meat scale. That's horrible. This means we're balanced in a sense of feelings and ideas, and also that we love Guitar Hero 2. That's on this one a lot, really. When the sun rose in Libra at the autumn equinox, paradox, the scales of balance belong to the sun god Utu or Shamash. Utu ruled over justice and truth and was associated with law and order. That's why when we see law courts or all that good stuff, we always see the sun god blindfolded. Sword of judgment in one hand and scales of judgment in the other. Yeah, we don't get a cool animal, but we get a sword. Number 4, Leos, the lion. Leo, the lion. We have to mention you again, of course. The constellation Leo was first noted by the Greek astronomer Ptolemy. This is in the 2nd century, along with, the other ones as well. Greek astrologers played a huge role in what we now know today about the shape and size of the Earth, the moon, and the positions of constellations and how they move. All that good planetary confusing stuff. This was the first ever cosmic prediction, and these predictions are still going strong to this day. I mean, clearly we're on part 2 here, so we all check our horoscopes every now and then. That's obvious. And for some, these horoscopes mean a lot. So let's go back in history. The oldest example of a lion statue here goes back to 40,000 BCE, found in the Hohenstein-Stadel cave in Germany. This lion man was carved from mammoth ivory and was originally thought to be a goddess figurine, but of course later on it was clear the 30-centimeter high statue was half man and half beast. Looking a little familiar, right? Looking a little Leo-like. The lion man represents a shaman wearing the pelt of a lion in order to take on the animal's power, perhaps as a part of a hunting ritual. So yeah, all you Leos aren't afraid to get dirty. Number 3, Scorpio. October 23rd to November 21st, you spooky asses. Greek mythology associates Scorpio, story of Orion, which was a giant and also an accomplished hunter, of course. And also, most importantly, he was the son of one Poseidon. You got some big shoes to fill, my friend, but no sweat, you're a Scorpio, you can do anything. One version of the myth has Orion, who held himself in high regard, bragging about his hunting skills, of course, as one Orion would. So that's one way you Scorpios like to get down. And according to Greek myths, depending on which of the many you're reading, Artemis, a hunter in her own right, sent a scorpion to kill him. So what goes around comes around. Don't get too cocky. Hit that thumbs up. Number 2, Cancer. June 21st to July 22nd, the constellation of Cancer in itself identifies with the second of the 12 labors, assigned to the hero of Greek mythology himself, Hercules. Yeah, you big, strong, beautiful man, you. This task wasn't easy, but you did it. Yeah, congrats. You sitting in your living room, you did it. You killed Lerny, congratulations. You actually defeated a water snake with 9 heads. Yeah, you hit that thumbs up, you did it. If you have Cancer in your birth chart, you're compassionate and caring. You have a strong connection to your emotions, and you may find yourself drawn to careers that involve helping others. You're loyal and supportive, and you place a high value on family and close relationships. Nice. And you also love taking off heads of hydras. And finally, number 1, Aries. Yeah, I had to talk about you badasses once again. I left you out of part 1 because I knew you could handle it, okay? Last we spoke about Aries, it was a dark light, okay? A lot of horrible leaders in history have burned the mark, but there's good too out there, okay? Aries are not afraid to step away from said limelight. They have self-awareness even at times when you shouldn't necessarily speak up, or it's, ill timing. March 20th to April 21st, if you're born around there, sorry to tell you, you're stubborn, you're willful, and you're impulsive, but you're also pretty cool. A common denominator here when searching up an Aries throughout history is that you all get quite jealous, hence why I put you first and last on this list. Yeah, stay chillin', Aries, relax.
Starting us off with number 10 are Leos. Low-key the best sign, and yes, I'm totally biased. If you are a Leo, number 1, congratulations. And number 2, that means you were born between July 23rd and August 23rd. Now let's get into me basically trash talking my own sign for the next few minutes. Now Leos are ruled by fire. We're literally represented by the lion. I haven't even named a trait yet, and those things are already dangerous. We have high tempers, which I can totally see that, although I high-key actually never fought with anyone, just letting you know. We are known to have huge egos and think highly of ourselves, which I can totally attest to, and I've seen it in literally every Leo I've ever met. This sign likes control, they like to be at the center of attention and have hugely dominating personalities, which makes them charming. It makes other people want to listen to them, which could be dangerous. They're notoriously passionate and feisty, but once they lose their temper, that's it. That could low-key be a psychotic break if you're not careful. If these signs are committing a crime, it would be to become famous essentially, and I was thinking about it and I actually agree. Like if I was gonna commit a crime, I'd at least want to be on the front page of newspapers for it. Like I don't want to just be put in jail and just kill for no reason. You know what I mean? I just need the credit, I need the clout. Infamously dangerous Leos include myself, victims 1, myself, the acid bath killer 6 to 9 victims, the Cleveland Strangler 11 victims, Rasputin, Mussolini, and one half of the Moors murderers, Myra Hindley 5 victims. Oh, Coming in at number 9 are Scorpios, born between October 24th and November 22nd, so happy birthday in advance to all the Scorpios watching right now. Now here's where I insult you, again, not my own opinions. So Scorpios are known to be jealous, aggressive, and sadistic, which honestly seems like the perfect 3 ingredients needed for a very dangerous, murderous stir-fry we're creating right now. They're actually considered the most sadistic sign out of all of them, and an evil Scorpio won't even bat an eyelid when committing a murder. That's just like a casual Saturday night for them, like no biggie. They're cunning in a way that they might not always be committing the crime themselves, but they'll always be the puppet master, no doubt. So manipulation is a skill they very much have under their belt as well. They're unpredictable and extremely intense too, so all in all, I feel like this combo was made for danger. Infamously dangerous Scorpios include Charles Manson, the Giggling Granny, 11 victims, Hell's Bell, 40 plus victims, Alton Coleman, 8 victims, and the Sunday Morning Slasher, 20 to 100 victims. At number 8 we have Pisces, and if you are a Pisces, that means you were born between February 19th and March 20th, but what do we need to know about this sign? You know what they say, beware of the fish that swims in 2 directions. Now is that a euphemism for being two-faced? We shall find out. Now this sign is extremely hot-tempered, and they do have this hidden dark side, so that's where the 2 fish come in. Unlike the other signs on the list, Pisceans are more dangerous to themselves than they are to other people, which I mean is great if you're other people, but bad if you're a Pisces. Lol. It's hard to imagine this sign is dangerous since they are usually so loving and caring, but they also have little to no self-control. They're known for substance abuse crimes, but if you don't keep their self-destructive nature in check, it starts going outward and destroying other people, aka murder. We're talking murder, people. They can become insecure and unstable, and that's what makes them a risky sign. They have trust issues, but let's face it, don't we all? And they can very easily become addicted to substances or people, and being addicted to a person is the most dangerous thing of all in my opinion. Infamous Pisceans include Osama bin Laden, John Wayne Gacy the Clown Killer, who had 34 victims, the Scorecard Killer, 20 to 70 victims, the Night Stalker, 14 victims, the Green River Killer, 50 to 90 victims, the BTK Killer, 10 victims, the Meanest Man in America, 10 victims, and so on. Oh my god, the list for Pisces was so long. I was surprised. I was shook. Didn't know there were that many problematic ones out of you. Clearly they are. I'm watching out for you now. Now at number 6 is Virgo, and if you are one, that means you're born between August 24th and September 23rd. So firstly, again, happy belated birthday, and secondly, you better not be on your criminal bullshit. Virgos are known to be perfectionists, which is great when it comes to daily life until it consumes you, but it's even better when you're a murderer. They say the perfect crime doesn't exist, but Virgos would disagree. These signs have a criminal streak in them, but then again, don't we all? They're clean, they're deliberate, and neat with everything they do, meaning every single thing they do has purpose, and they will never leave a messy trail leading back to them. They will sterilize the hell out of that crime scene, so by the time they're done with it, it's gonna be cleaner than it was first built. And that's saying something. That is saying something. And that is what makes them so dangerous. They're sneaky, but luckily for us, murder isn't their go-to crime. Thank They prefer smaller crimes and would lean towards things like stealing and hacking. So I mean, they won't kill you, but they could easily just hack into your bank account and empty it. So I mean, you tell me, would you rather be dead or poor? That's what I thought. Infamous Virgos include Ivan the Terrible, serial killer Henry Lee Lucas, 150 plus victims, the dating game killer, 10 to 130 victims, the Angel of Death, Gerald Stano, 20 to 40 victims, the Boston Strangler, 13 victims, and so on. Coming in at number 5 is Capricorn, born between December 23rd and January 20th. My family is filled with Capricorns, my sisters and my mum are all that, and considering they're meant to be all-round crooks, that simply just isn't the vibe we're going for here. Now, according to the FBI, this sign is behind a lot of mass murders. They're extremely dangerous because they are that jack of all trades sign. They're gonna be the ones committing the petty small crimes like theft, but they're also gonna be the signs committing sadistic ass murders. There's really no in between. They're probably gonna wake up and be like, how am I feeling today? Do I want to rob a bank or do I just want to run someone over? Don't know. Guess I'll just decide when I get in the car. That's just their daily decision making, I think. But on the downside, they're quite bad at covering their tracks, meaning they're careless and get caught easily, which is actually interesting to hear because I feel like my mum and sisters pay so much attention to detail I can't even. So I can't even see them being careless. So again, like I said, not every single thing will apply to you, and that's fine. Infamously dangerous Capricorns include serial killer William Bonin, victims 20 to 40 people, the Candyman 30 plus victims, the Alligator Man 2 to 20 victims, Ian Brady the Moors murderer, and the Brooklyn Strangler, both with 5 victims each. At number 4 is Aries, which means your birthday falls between March 21st and April 19th, and yes, my ex was an Aries, and he's in jail now, so no, I'm kidding. But just FYI, we're actually on really good terms. I just like making ex jokes. I know I make a lot and you guys are probably like, she's so salty. I'm not. Either way, from experience and reading a ton of Zodiac sign magazines when I was younger, the first thing I think of when I think about an Aries is stubbornness. This is one of the most stubborn and proud signs out there, and they don't like being dominated or challenged from any angle. And if you try to do either of those things, they will go off. They're also extremely hot-headed, which yes, I agree. And once they lose their temper, that is it. All they see is red. Thankfully, they calm down quite quickly, so they may get crazy aggressive in that angry period, but not enough to actually kill someone, so thank God. Now, Arians go for the illegal kind of dangers like becoming hitmen or assassins, that sort of thing. Infamous Arians include Hitler, the racist killer, not the same person by the way, 7 to 22 victims, serial killer Donald Harvey, 30 to 60 victims, the happy face killer, 8 victims, the Casanova killer, 18 to 40 victims, Herbert Mullen, 13 victims, the Serpent, and believe me, this list was a lot more extensive than I wanted it to be because I feel like I have a thing for Arians. I always just seem to find myself like attracted to them, and that's just problematic, isn't it? Very problematic indeed. We'll sort this out in therapy. Filling our number 3 slot is Sagittarius. Now, born between November 23rd and December 22nd, Sagittarians can be absolutely ruthless. When you meet a bad one, they are the worst of the worst. They're volatile, unforgiving, and just all around harsh. Now, they aren't the go-to serial killer zodiac by any means, and that's good, and they won't actually kill unless they absolutely need to. This sign is actually known to be a great thief and generally quite crafty. There's a long ass list of criminals that escape from prison, and a majority of them are Sagittarius, so I mean, you gotta give credit where it's due. Like, that's a big feat. Now, according to the FBI statistics, they're the craziest of all signs, which I don't even get. If they're the craziest, why are they not at number 1? Why are they at number 3? They're great at the triple whammy of what it takes to be a mass crime committer: manipulation, control, and leading. Famous dangerous Sagittarians include resident serial killer Ted Bundy, who escaped from jail twice, Pablo frickin' Escobar, Joseph Stalin, the torso killer 6+ victims, the stocking strangler 7 victims, and serial killer Edmund Kemper 10 victims. So you guys have an impressive list, I have to say. Now at number 2 is Taurus. The stubborn bull falls between April 20th and May 20th, and I was actually very surprised to see this at number 2. I know a lot of Taurians. My friend Leanne, who did my birth chart, is a Taurus, and she's quite chill. Actually no, as a kid she used to beat us up, so forgot about that. Not chill at all. Either way, Taurians may not be the serial killers on the list, but they are the ones that love money, luxury, and power. That mixed with them being extremely temperamental, possessive, and stubborn becomes an explosive mixture. This love and greed can force Taurans onto dangerous paths to get what they want, which makes them a risky sign. They're natural born leaders bordering on the line of dictatorship, so I mean, take from that what you will. Infamous dangerous Taurians include Saddam Hussein, the Lonely Hearts Killer, who had 17 victims, Amy Archer Gilligan, 50 victims, H.H. Holmes, aka the Torture Doctor Killer, 9 to 200 victims, the Gorilla Killer, 22+ victims, and bonus one, was actually born on the cusp, so depending on what time he was actually born, he could very well be a Taurus. And honestly, I wasn't that convinced about Taurians being dangerous, but seeing the people on this list, I'm like, damn, you're problematic. And finally, at number 1 is Cancer, which is June 21st to July 22nd. And believe me, I looked at countless websites and FBI statistics that named Cancer as the most dangerous zodiac sign. That wasn't even me reaching. According to FBI statistics, Cancerians are the most dangerous simply because they have a lack of control over themselves and are known for mental instability. They're actually arrested the most out of any of the signs, and that instability usually makes them repeat offenders. They exhibit a lot of manipulative and passive-aggressive behavior, which I mean makes it hard to understand them and figure them out and what their next move would be. But I feel like everyone is passive-aggressive to a degree, not just Cancerians, but they're known for committing crimes of passion and for leaving distinguishable marks on their victims' bodies. Now, a bit of tea. Now, I have only ever had beef with Cancers, but I also have a lot of friends that are Cancer, so it's just like a love-hate relationship. Like, what do we do? Do I love you? Do I hate you? I don't really know.